Welcome. Fresh Air is Overrated, the weekly source for anything gaming with Wild Matt and Curbs.
And Steiner.
Against 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome to... Oh my god, I unchecked the music. Alright, hey, it came back. Welcome to Fresh Air is Overrated, 215. That's been a while since I failed for the music like that. It's all automated now. And for some reason, my expert decided to just shit the brick, something, I don't know, there's a saying that goes along with bricks and shitting, like, somewhere. Shitting bricks. There you go. That's what it did. Anyways, it shot some bricks. And it failed pretty hard. So, hey, what's up, Steiner?
Not too much. Yeah, really not too much.
Oh man, this intro is great this week because I'm just so out of it because I've been fixing this thing for like 10 minutes when I should have just been able to just stream, click one button and stream. But nope, I had to redo everything. Hey, it's a Thursday, January 19th. It's 2017 in case you missed it. And megascorcher.com is the website you want to go check out. That's where you can go find all of our good things, such as our VODs for this show and Sprawl and Brawl and other shows. And check out our YouTube as well. It'll let you know when we go live. So that's /Megascorcher TV. And yeah, that's about it. If you want to go check out the audio version of the show, it's also available as a podcast pretty much everywhere. Everywhere you can find podcasts, like iTunes. And yeah, that's it. That's the intro. Let's go to games we're playing. So I kind of want the NES Classic, and I was hunting for it pretty much all week. I did it for a week straight, just showing up at EB Games at 9:30 because I have a gift card, so I can pretty much just go get it for almost free, almost. And then so I showed up today, and she said, "Oh no, we got some yesterday." I'm just like, motherfucker. So I think I'm pretty much done with the NES Classic, and I might just buy controllers for the PC that may resemble a Super Nintendo controller or a NES controller. I might just get both, one of each. They make a NES controller with 4 face buttons and 2 shoulder buttons, so it's pretty much just a Super controller, but it looks like a Nintendo controller. Yeah.
I have the Super controller, USB plug-in. It works pretty well.
How much did you pay for it?
I want to say like $18.99 on Amazon.
Okay, because I saw one at EB Games, and it's the wireless one, and it was $40. I'm just like,
yeah.
It's kind of expensive.
Well, I don't really care so much about wireless because, like, in my setup, I'm 2 feet from my.
Yeah, me too. That's why the NES Classic would be perfect for me because I would probably plug it into my PC monitor. Honestly, I could plug it into the TV.
Yeah.
But then I would have to go on the couch and probably get an extension cable for the NES or something, but for the controllers, so I'm not going to.
Well, even when I'm playing, when I do sometimes.
Your cord is longer than NES Classic, that's for sure.
No, but like I do have my PS3, PS4 plugged into my monitor as well, so I do just sit here and do whatever the fuck I want.
Mm-hmm. That's better. Like, depending on how your setup is, like a PC, like you're right in front of the computer screen all the time. So depending on the size of your monitor and stuff, like it's probably the better setup, anyways.
Yeah, like I was playing. What the hell was I playing on the PS4? Worked out pretty well. I want to say GTA.
That's honestly how I got HD games at first with the 360 because I didn't have a fucking big ass HD monitor back then, so it's just not even monitor, TV, sorry. So I got a VGA cable for the 360 and plugged it into that CRT. Yeah,
that's funny. VGA.
Yeah. And I got those screens had a bigger resolution than 720 back then. The only problem is that it was 4:3, so
yeah, it
kind of squished it down a little tiny bit, but it still looked way better than it did on a regular TV. Yeah, and that you could the thing that was crazy when you plugged a VGA in the 360, like even at launch, is you could pick resolutions. Like not some resolutions weren't even 720 or in 480. You could go in between.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. So the one NES game I guess I focused on was Contra. I played it for like maybe 2 hours one day, and then I was like, "Hey, I'll record a YouTube video," and it absolutely sucked for like 20 minutes, and I did okay for 10 minutes, and then that was the video. It's crazy because I was doing so good the day before. I was like, oh hey, let's record a video, and then oh my god, I couldn't even beat the fucking first level for a while.
What were you playing on? Meaning, like
just an emulator.
Yeah, no, but so you're using keyboard or you're?
Oh no, I have a 360 controller.
360. Okay, that also.
I could use a PS4 controller. Like it's like just USB.
I would find a PS4. I would find a PS4 controller a little bit more suitable. Like just the way the 360 controller is, it's just
it's
like
fine.
I need the analogs to play those games opposed to.
No, I need the D-pad.
I did the D-pad, not the analog. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. No. I don't know. I played NES games with an analog stick for so long that I really have no problem with it anymore. Contra's a little bit hard because you gotta be pretty precise pushing down sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes you might go diagonally, and you're just like, "Ah, damn it."
That's why you want to use the D-pad.
Yes, but it's not that bad. Contra's not even that hard. It just gets harder when you get later on. Unless you have to talk at the same time, then it starts to get a little bit weird. Yeah. Anyways, that's about it. That's what I.
So I played a whole shit ton of Doom. Doom 2016. That is.
The Doom.
It's a lot. Sorry.
The Doom.
No, it's just Doom.
Oh, I know. I'm just making a reboot joke.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I get where you're going from that. Doom's good. Like I had all the hype. I heard all the hype talk that everyone was like, "Yeah, play this game. It's fucking awesome." It's like it's not absolutely amazing, but it's just fucking good.
Well, have you seen the first part of that game before you played it?
Yeah, no, I watched a bunch of videos.
That's the thing that got me into it. I'm just like, holy, look at this title screen with the music and holy shit.
Yeah. Like it's just like it's not it just because I know you haven't played the campaign or whatever. Think of it as like Doom back in 96 or whatever it was, and just done in 3D.
Well, and you know what it kind of reminds me of too? You've seen Brutal Doom, the mod for Doom?
I've heard of it. I've never actually seen.
It just makes it more violent. You can kick people and rip people's heads off and shit, and it pretty much almost looks like this, but in original Doom. So
it's just then sprites or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, like, it's incredibly simple, but done so well. Everything's like I'm playing it at 4K at 55 frames a second ish at the nightmare level or whatever the fuck, like the highest fucking level. I think it does sometimes dip when like crazy shit's going on down to like the mid 40s, but most of the time it's just under 60 frames a second. It looks really great, and it's just like so well done. It is just fucking like there are a few issues that I've somewhat had with it, of the point of like you can like facing the normal demons, it's not too bad, but then they just put you into a room that it just never fucking ends. It's just a complete like, and you get to a point that you stop, like you've picked up all the health in the room or all the armor in the room, and you're still fucking fighting these like tier 3 or tier 4 enemies, and it just get like the difficulty spikes in it are really strange, because you can go like really easy, play through it for like an hour without any issues, and then all of a sudden you just like hit this fucking room that you then die 3 or 4 times in before you figure out what the fuck.
That doesn't sound that bad.
No, it's not. But it's just like almost too easy, and then just fucking jacks up to 12, and then goes back down to too easy, and then you're playing for like a half an hour, and then jacks back up to 12 or 13 or something. Not to say I haven't really gotten stuck anywhere, but like it's just like I'm completely crushing shit, and then all of a sudden I hit this room and just get my ass raped. Like because the thing is, even when you're playing through it, like to clear one of these rooms sometimes takes 10 to 15 minutes. And if you die on that last motherfucker, it's just, and then you're doing the whole fucking thing all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it's, again, it's more like, it is almost similar concept to what the original Doom was. So it does do auto checkpoints and shit after you've cleared the room, but they make you do that whole fucking room all over again.
Yeah.
Opposed to like what newer games do is they give you a checkpoint somewhere in the middle of that or something like that. So you're not doing the whole thing again.
Yeah, and you said like it's simplicity and stuff like even the music, like the music's pretty good in terms of Doom music, but like if you're actually listening to it, it's pretty standard. Like just here's some metal music.
Yeah. Well, I've turned off the music, so I don't.
The music's good. I love it, but
pretty sure a lot of the noises that they use are from the original Doom, the same. Like the doors opening, I'm like, there's that.
Yeah.
That's in the fucking game. So every time I hear it, I'm like, what? Oh, what? And then I played some Fallout 4 and StarCraft 2 as well.
Good stuff.
But you should definitely play Doom.
Dude, I want to. Like
you have it.
That's
and
the one game that I want to play from last year. That I do have, but man, I don't know. I guess I should play it since I don't need online now.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe finish Uncharted 4 too. I'm like maybe 50% through that game. It's good. It's just, man, it hasn't hooked me like the other games. It's the weird thing though. It's better. It's I can see it, and it's like even the story. It's better. But man, I don't know. I
thought Uncharted 2 was a fantastic game up until the last 10 minutes.
Yes, I don't know if I don't think this game has that moment of like, oh, blue monsters. I don't think it, I don't. I haven't heard.
I haven't played it. Like the third one, I definitely had some issues with some, like when you're walking through the desert. Why are they having you walk? Like just do that as a fucking cutscene or something like that, so I don't have to push forward for fucking 15 minutes.
In Metal Gear Solid 4, you had to go through that microwave at the very end. That was all right, but that's a Metal Gear game, I suppose. They can take liberties and do crazy stuff. He's allowed to do that. The Death Stranding is going to be crazy. Imagine what that game is going to be. I have no idea what that's going to be.
I have no fucking clue. It'll probably just be a complete ripoff of Metal Gear.
I don't. The thing about Kojima is his other games that aren't Metal Gear are very different. Like
no, but I'm just saying he probably would make like because he had some issues of what was going on at Kojima at the time. Of like I don't know what they were. Was he fired or did he quit?
Well, you know what I think the problem eventually became is that they wanted the game to come out, and he was like, "No, man, I'm still working on it." And they're like, "No, man, you've been working on this forever." And I'm pretty sure that's what I
have a feeling is that those parts that he couldn't get into this game, they're going to be in this game.
Because the one part that was supposed to be in the game that was kind of in the game as a side cutscene thing, you couldn't play it. It was just like here's animation that it's not complete, and here we go. That's it. But what's his name? Was it right? Liquid Snake is in this game. Kid Liquid Snake is in this game. Metal Gear Solid 5, and he was supposed to cause an uprise and rise against what's the new snake's name? Whatever, the copy snake. The copy of there's another snake in this one.
Oh, okay.
You do not play as Solid Snake in this.
Well, I understood you were playing as Naked Snake or as Big Boss. Or whatever.
No, it's not Big Boss. It's not Big Boss. Well, maybe I spoiled.
Well, you are
people there.
Big Boss.
You are not Big Boss.
But Naked Snake is Big Boss. It's just later on.
So here's the thing. I suspected this since the very goddamn beginning. Since the goddamn beginning that you were not Big Boss. Since the very, very, very goddamn beginning, since they debuted that game at the Game Awards, and it was not even called Metal Gear. I was like, that's Metal Gear, and you're not Big Boss. It looks like Big Boss, it looks like Snake, but here's what happens. when you wake up, there's a copy of you. You're like, oh shit, like that's me. What the fuck's going on? And you just think, oh, maybe that was just a hallucination. I saw a fucking flying horse in the sky. It's like, what the fuck's going on? And a bunch of weird stuff. But that was all explained. And then that guy was actually Big Boss, and you're just a copy of Big Boss. They surgically made your face look like Big Boss. That's how that game gets explained.
But if what was Big Boss dead, or you just then?
No, Big Boss is actually doing his real thing, and then this guy is doing something else that turns like it kind of like changes some things about the other Metal Gears that existed before. Like there's some spots that you think that Big Boss was there, that it was actually this guy now.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're.
So you know how this guy dies already. You already know how he dies. Solid Snake kills him eventually. That's how it explains how. God damn it, Mike. That's how it explains that Big Boss was at the very end of Metal Gear Solid 4. He was at the very end of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Okay, I never beat Metal Gear 4.
Okay.
I made it to like the final boss and then just lost interest.
Man, I was failing with my mic there anyways.
Okay.
But yeah,
sure.
Yeah, whatever, Metal Gear. Let's go on to new releases. There's some stuff, I guess, if you're desperate. There's like
Power Rangers Mega Battles.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hey, that movie's out, so why
Is
not?
it out? No, it can't be out. It's coming out.
It's soon. It's got to be this month.
No.
It's got to be February.
They just released a trailer. They released a trailer.
When is that out then?
I would assume it's July or something. Like it would be a summer movie.
God damn. All right then. Well, whatever. There's a few PS Network games if you want to get them. They're like old RPGs. If you're interested in that. What else? There's Gravity Rush 2 is on the PS4 if you want to get that and you don't have Vita. If that's your thing. But there's a new Dragon Quest out on the 3DS. Japan, if you're listening. Probably want to get that right now. Star Fox 64 is being re-released on the Wii U. That's great. It's some good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's just a bunch of downloads that don't look particularly great. So there you go. That's about that for new releases. And there's in terms of news this week, honestly, this is the least prepared show that I've ever done, to be honest, because I really didn't have time this week. I was either sleeping or working. That one of the two, maybe eating. But that's about it. The Nintendo Switch, though, I was here last week when that stuff went down, and I talked about some of it, but not all of it. There's some stuff that wasn't even at the presentation. That they showed it off at an event that they had in New York, just the press. So
it's at the end of March.
Oh, so yeah, the system's coming out in March. Is it 19th? Is that March 20th? Something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Which is the week before Power Rangers comes out.
Oh, cool. Well, there you go.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that Switch is coming out real soon. If you haven't pre-ordered it already from wherever, you're probably gonna have to wait at Walmart or something.
No, it wouldn't be the 19th.
Because
the 19th is a Sunday.
It's Nintendo, man. It could literally be any day of the week. I wouldn't be surprised. It could be a Friday. It could be a Sunday. March 3rd. March 3rd. That's even sooner.
March 3rd sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's soon. That's a Friday. That lines up with Nintendo. They've released stuff on Sunday though before. They want the kids to stay in school and not flunk out for video games.
Yeah, March 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I looked it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What were the highlights? I don't know, man. Every time
Skyrim.
I know Skyrim was pretty awesome.
Not special edition. Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim.
So a game from 2011 It's
Yeah, but you can
coming
bring
out
it in your
2017.
bag now with you, because you couldn't do that with a laptop before.
Yeah, well, I don't like there, and even the Zelda game. Okay, sure. One like you're gonna have 5 games on this fucking thing that might be worth playing.
Well, that new Mario
And
game looks pretty good. That was probably the highlight, right?
I
Mario in
don't
the real
show
world,
them.
kind of.
I don't give a like
No, but he
Zelda.
was
I'll
in
agree
New
will be a
York.
fantastic game.
He was in New York, dude.
It wasn't New York.
Well, it looked
Some
like New
fucking
York. It's
random
you know what the name of that city is? Do you know what the name of that city is?
Odyssey.
No, it's
I
called
don't fuck-
it's called New Donk City.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. No, just think about what that could mean. Just think about what that could mean. That could mean that the mayor of New Donk City is Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong is now a villain in the main Mario game again. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Because here's the thing. In Super Mario Bros. 1, no, I like Mario games. Like that was one of the main reasons I got a Wii U, was to play all those Super Mario games. But anyways, so the first Mario game, he starts off in the real world, and then he gets teleported into the Mushroom Kingdom. That's like the story of the first game. He's a real world dude. He's a real world plumber, and then he comes into this weird thing where he's killing Goombas.
Where does that come from?
Probably
they
the
don't-
booklet or something, or Miyamoto, or somebody else on Nintendo. I'm not sure, but that's canonical. All that stuff is mainline. You can go check it up. And also something else that's maybe mainline. No, this is mainline. They're all fake. They're all like theater. They're all made up.
Sorry, what?
They all know
What?
each other. That's why they play soccer with each other and race go-karts with each other.
I don't
Because
get what you're talking about.
they're all storylines, they're all actors. They're a theater troupe. Imagine like they go town to town and they just do the Super Mario act.
The characters in the game you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I didn't quite get what the hell you're talking about.
Because that's the thing. Like when they're in the games, they hate each other, But then when they don't play, when they're not in the story, they can go off and do fun things together, like go karting and do fun things like Mario Party, play some
really
board
care.
games. Yeah. Anyways,
Like
So-
Zelda and Metroid are the only 2 things I think that are worth any.
well, the thing about this
Real-
now is that maybe it seems like they're reversing it. He's going back into the real world, maybe. Well, the real world of Mario.
They're going into multiple worlds that are all going to be crackpot, whatever. But Kojima's mental.
Kojima's. What are you talking about? This
Not
is Nintendo.
Kojima, sorry. The hell's the Nintendo guy?
Is it
I just-
Is it Miyamoto?
Miyamoto. Yeah, Miyamoto.
Yep. So that happened anyways. That's probably the highlight. Like, honestly, like, it's Zelda, whatever. Just fucking get it. If you have a Wii U, you're probably going to want to just get it there anyways. So.
It will be higher resolution on
Yeah, but,
Switch.
how
If you're plugged into a TV.
Mhm.
And if you're not plugged into a TV, you're apparently only getting 2.5 hours of battery life on that motherfucker. So
I think Zelda
good luck
is.
with that.
I think Zelda, they said, was 3.5 or 4. I forget.
It won't be 4.
No,
It'll be
because
like
they-
3.
Maybe. I forget what they said. Maybe they said 3.5. Or something like that. I forget. I think it was 4, dude. Zelda, I don't think I don't think it's that technically demanding. Supposedly when it runs on a TV, it's like 900p.
Yes.
So
Which is atrocious. No, that means
whatever,
it's
that's-
actually higher, whatever, not resolution, but higher polygon count, because the system, the docking station can put out 1080p.
Well, I don't think
But yet
I don't think it's a
there's not a
docking
lot.
station. I don't even think there's anything in that docking station except for the connection for the HDMI. I don't know if there's an extra graphics card.
No,
or
yeah,
anything in there.
correct.
Yeah.
So it is just essentially, charging / then HDMI.
And probably cooling it down. Maybe there's probably a fan somewhere around.
I highly doubt that.
Well, because that thing has to get hot. It has
Does your
to.
tablet get hot?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yes.
So, but
Phones
is there a
and
fan in
tablets
your
get hot.
tablet?
No, but this is.
So,
But you're
it's
putting
just
it in a
radiant heat.
cradle. You're putting it in a cradle. You're gonna
It's
want
just
a fucking
radiant
fan.
heat. There's
You're
there's
gonna
no
want a
fan.
You're gonna want a fan.
It's Nintendo. They're not putting in an extra dime into that fucking thing if they don't need to.
Sure.
And this shit's being ran on like fucking 8-year-old technology. It's not going to be an issue.
I don't know if it's that old.
I'm pretty sure my cell phone can do what it can do.
Oh, well,
'Cause
yeah.
my
of
cell phone
course.
actually displays at 1080p. This thing only goes to 720. So that's a lot of
Yeah, but it's not going to
horsepower
be.
this thing does not
It's not going to
have.
be running a full Zelda anytime soon. Especially with the battery life on the phones. You want to talk about battery lives? Jesus.
Yeah, but you're talking. Well, I put a like iPad 2 relative to this thing and say an iPad 2 is way more powerful.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I only had the iPad 1, so I can't speak about the iPad 2.
Like I would just, well, the iPad and iPad 2 were very similar specs for the most part. I think the only difference was really the resolution of the screen.
Oh, so here's something else. They revealed that there's a new, quote unquote, new Street Fighter coming out, and it's like Ultra Street Fighter 2, the something I forget what it's called, and it adds Violent Ken and Evil Ryu. Ooh, crazy. And the thing is, though, is it's just HDR. It's just Street Fighter Turbo HDR, and you can switch between the that and classic mode, and that's it. And it's a full price game. Well, almost. I think it's almost full price. It's
I'm sure it'll be whatever a price game is on the Wii U.
Well, I think they looked it up in Japan because that's the only price point right now, and it's about $40 American. That's not. I think they said that maybe $50 is a full price game. I don't know. I have no idea how much it is for a Switch.
I don't think anyone actually asked that.
Well, I know that the hardware is goddamn expensive. Like the controllers, I think it's like $70 for the two side ones, and then to buy one separately.
No,
it's
I think
40.
I think it was 60 American for the two.
For the two,
and it was and then 70 for the Pro controller.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's expensive. Are you sure? Yeah, maybe.
The Pro controller was $10 more than the two controllers.
Okay.
Like the two. Now that's not to say that then whatever those wristband things going on, those things are probably gonna be $20 for the two of them.
I think you get two of them, yeah, and they might be $10 or $20, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I would assume they would sell them in groups of two. Like you'd buy it as a set.
It comes in two. Yep.
And that would probably be another.
No, so here's the thing. So the Joy-Con controller, the two, it's $80.
So it's $10 less. Okay.
And then if you want to buy a single, it's $50. Yeah, it's $50. Jesus, that's American. Oh no, this is all Canadian. All right.
It is Canadian.
Yeah.
Are you sure on that?
No, never mind. Jesus.
I never saw any It was all American dollars.
Well, there's conversion here. It's just there's the only conversion that I see is on the actual console. So it's $300 American, $400 Canadian.
Yeah.
It might be less than that. It might be less than that.
Like it should be technically like $390.
Yeah, they might even lower it a little bit less than that because
I don't know.
Usually consoles here are a little bit less.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo will just put it at $399. And
it's possible.
The day.
I could see it being like $369, something like that, $379, around there.
Yeah, I don't.
So yeah, that has the two Joy-Con controllers and the docking little thing, but it's a cheap version of that thing, so you can't charge it with that thing. So you have to charge those two things separately.
Docking station, you can't. It doesn't charge.
Like the docking station, like the thing you put it to like make it into like a regular controller, kind of.
Oh, for the controllers.
Yes, for the Joy-Cons.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the actual.
No.
System.
No. Oh yeah, then there's the docking station for like the actual system too.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I thought you were referring to. Yeah, no, yeah. So you have to buy a separate something to charge the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Which is then going to be another $40. So you like Canadian, if you're getting all this shit day one, if you can, it's probably going to be about $650.
It's going to be expensive. That's for sure. It's not gonna be cheap if you want to play this thing properly.
plus a game.
And there's
That'd
that.
be
Yeah, there's no
$650
packing with this
plus
thing
a
either.
game. Yeah.
Zero packing.
So then you're looking at Zelda will probably be 60 or
Was it
70
called-
Canadian.
Was it called 1-2 Switch? Is that what that game was called?
There was a 1-2 switch.
Yeah, that thing looks so shitty. It should be a packing.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of demos.
Well,
essentially.
it's games that you play with audio. You're not looking at the screen. You're just swinging around the Joy-Cons. So yeah, that's another thing.
Probably not. Yeah.
This thing, oh my god, I was kind of hopeful that it would just be a goddamn gaming system, but this whole presentation was mainly like, hey, we're trying to be the Wii again. That's what it felt like to me. Like, hey, you can swing this thing. Whoa, isn't it cool?
I felt that it is a big pile of shit, is what I felt.
And the IR sensor, there's one of the Joy-Cons, I think it's the left one,
Yeah,
as an IR sensor. And they showed that you can play rock, paper, scissors in front of this thing, and it'll know. Oh my god, craziness. Isn't that crazy?
I could care less.
Oh yeah, so the
Like,
Joy-Con
I could not care. Like, this is just a fucking waste of time to me, essentially.
the grip for the Joy-Con that charges is $30. American. Yes, this is all
$30 on top of 30, so that'd probably be about 45 Canadian ish.
Yeah, but that's if you even want to bother getting that thing. You can.
But
still
how do you charge the Joy-Cons if you don't have the charger?
It comes with it. You can charge them. It's just you have to charge them without a charge. Like you have to plug them in.
How? Plug them into what?
They give you cables to charge everything, dude.
They do? You sure?
Yes. You're not gonna be like, come on.
Hey, it's Nintendo.
You're gonna
They
be
try
able
to
to charge
fucking nickel
everything.
and dime you for every fucking thing they give you.
No, they give you all the cables and stuff. They haven't done that. Nintendo's never done that. Come on, we had a packing game, man. That changed everything. Like there wasn't packing games ever before that.
What?
Now think about it. The 360 didn't have fucking packing games. The PS3 didn't have fucking packing games.
At launch, you're talking about.
Ever. The PS2.
What do you mean? Like, sorry, I got a SNES with.
Oh yeah, the SNES. That's Nintendo though, and that was a long time ago.
Right, but you're like, I don't.
Like the Wii.
At
the
launch,
Wii really,
I don't know if any console's ever been given anything at launch, but I
yeah,
know
that's what I'm
they've been-
saying. Like the Wii is like the oddity where there, because the 64 didn't have anything, the PS1 didn't have anything, the GameCube didn't have anything, the PS2 didn't have anything.
But at launch, they're like PlayStation and Xbox and Sega were all taking huge losses on their hardware
Oh, well.
at launch.
Hey,
Nintendo
That's
has
not my
never-
problem, man. I just want a
Nintendo
I just
has
want a
never
game in the
sold
box.
a system
I just want a
for
game in the
more-
box, bro.
or for less than what they. Nintendo's never sold a system for less than they made it for.
Yeah, sure.
So they've never taken a loss on any single system they have ever made.
Yeah.
No, I do believe they have like 8 million Wii U's that are like sitting in a warehouse somewhere, but that are never going to be sold.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because if you look at Nintendo, like look at the NES Classic, like they never hold on to a big, huge amount. It seems like they hold on to an amount where they can get rid of them. Like the 3DS right now, there's not that many out there right now.
But there are quite a few Wii U's out there.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll sell. I'm sure they'll sell once the price
remember,
goes down
like,
and shit.
They were like I guess when the Wii came out after a year or so, they still had GameCubes for sale at Walmart that I remember seeing.
Yeah, those
And,
were those were seriously like $60.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good deal back then.
And I'm pretty sure they were still making money.
Yeah, that was a good deal, man. If you never had a GameCube up till that point, you're like, shit, this thing is $60 and I can get like 3 games on it. It's pretty alright.
The fucking controller.
The controller's not great, but depending on the game you play, it's not that bad. Like if you're gonna play like a Tony Hawk game or something like that, or like what the hell are you doing on that controller? Go play it. Well, you know that might actually be a better controller for Tony Hawk because you have the Ollie button right in the goddamn middle, and then everything else is around it.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. How do you go from ollie to then actually doing a trick when you're then having to move your thumb like fucking
But it's
3
in
or
the
4
middle.
inches?
It's almost easier.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because the X is right at the bottom, and then if you want to grind, you have to go all the way up there. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay.
You know what that really sucked too about that thing? The triggers too, where they were like super spongy, not very good triggers.
Yeah.
The C stick was bad because it was just a little nub instead of actually being a goddamn analog controller thing, an actual thing you could put your thumb on. Jeez, that controller was not great, but whatever. The GameCube was all right. It had some games.
I agree that it had some pretty good games or whatever, but yeah, that controller ruined a lot of third-party games.
Yep. Oh, hey, the N64 controller was not very good either.
No.
I don't know what else I have to say about the Switch. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
And
Like, yeah,
there's
if you're
not
looking to
a lot
buy a
of games.
game, I don't see you spending less than $700 on launch. Canadian.
Nope. And they know that they can get that, so they're gonna get it while they can get it.
No, I'm just like,
Well, you know
for my
this price isn't gonna last
PS4,
forever.
I didn't get it at launch, but like I'm pretty sure I didn't pay more than $400 for that and a game, or 2 games. I think I actually got 2 games with it, and I only paid like $400 plus tax.
I want to say I got 3 games because Battlefield was a launch game, right? And then I got Need for Speed, and there's something else. There's definitely one more game that I got, but I can't remember.
I got
Was Killzone a launch title?
yeah, I got Killzone.
Yeah. Okay, those are the 3 games that I got.
And I got Infamous.
Infamous wasn't a launch title because I would have gotten that for sure.
Yeah. No, I didn't get mine at
Oh
launch.
yeah, that's
I
right.
got
You didn't
mine
get it
after
at launch. That's right.
So, but I got those 2 games plus the system for the $400 or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got 2 additional games on top of that. But
And the funny thing is, they might have raised the price when you got the PS4 because it raised.
no, I bought it
Right
right
before-
before
okay.
and that's why I got it.
Okay.
I did not pay the $450. I got it before they said, okay, we're gonna have to jack it up for the Canadians.
I don't
And that's
really
when I
remember
got
an
it
announcement
because
for
of
that.
that.
Yeah.
No, there was.
Okay.
There was.
Okay.
Like you had to go out like that weekend because they like set it on a Thursday and like, yeah, next Friday it's going to be going up or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I guess if they would not announce it, you could go to the store and fucking bring your receipt and say, "Hey, lower this
Yeah,
price."
I'll return this or you.
No, you can always do that. I think you have like 2 weeks. If the price lowers, you can just bring it back with the receipt and they'll give you the lower price. Anyways, your next news item, go for it.
So this is just Resident Evil 7 is a Play Anywhere title for the Xbox One and Windows 10. It's just, I guess, big news for Microsoft anyways, to the point that it's the first third-party game to actually go into this whole thing. Now, I just don't know why the fuck they call it Play Anywhere. It's just a horrible fucking name because it confuses people that, like, if you have a girlfriend or a wife that's then buying you something, that they'll get fucking confused. Now, fair, I do think this Play Anywhere thing is only for digital titles, but I don't like just if it was Play Anywhere, then the PS4 should be on that whole thing as well. But with Resident Evil, maybe it will be because I don't know if there was ever a direct notification that it was just for Xbox. Because I guess Valve did that. You could get it on Steam and get it on the PS4 for Portal 2. But yeah. So Resident Evil 7, you can play it on computer or play it on Xbox One.
Good stuff.
Which, if you give a shit, because...
Yeah, I mean, that would... it'd be cool if it supported VR on the PC. That'd be all right.
It does.
Oh, it does?
Will.
Oh, well, there
It
you
will.
go. There you go.
Yes.
That's something.
It will not on the 360 or Xbox One.
Yeah.
but it will on PC.
Yeah.
PC will have the VR through one of the two.
Yeah, that's
I don't think it's
cool.
both. I don't think it's both, but it is one of them.
No, that's cool. Yep. All right. Cool. I'm not going to play this video actually, but did you hear about Sonic Mania? I have a video. But
I remember something Sonic, but I don't remember it being
So-
Mania.
this is being made by the same guy who and a bunch of other people, but John, I think it's John Whitehead, his name. He made a bunch of like homebrew Sonic games, fan made games, and then he made the ports for the Sega Genesis games to the iPhone, which were really good. He did a really good job porting that. And then so this is a straight up like a new old school Sonic, and it looks actually very good. They're not like shoehorning 3D graphics into this. Like he looks like he did in Sonic 2 kind of. He has a couple new animations and stuff, but yeah, it looks very good. You could play as Tails, you could play as Knuckles too. I don't know what I can say about it. It just looks very good. If you're into that sort of thing, go check it out because it's instantaneous. The second you see it, you're just like, huh, hey, look at that. And it's different enough from the other Sonic games where you're just like, all right. You could jump in the air, and then as soon as you land, you can do a spin. So like as soon as you land, you're like pew, going as fast as you can. So there's a few changes to it that is pretty all right. I forgot to put the news of the week overlay up as the show is ending here. But yeah, in terms of video games, that's about it. There's only Nintendo stuff in the news, really.
Well, there was some shit to come out from that legal battle between.
Oh yeah, what happened?
ZeniMax. The head guy for Oculus, I want to say it is Oculus is owned by Facebook, right? Not by it's Oculus.
Yes.
Well, the head guy there, I can't remember what his name is. Tony something.
I have no idea.
I can't remember, but he essentially ended up being a complete moron. Yeah. And was arguing with the lawyer from ZeniMax about all sorts of like the stupidest shit possible, and just creating a giant shitstorm to indicate of how much of a moron he actually is, which then just proves ZeniMax's case of that Carmack did like 99% of everything. So
yeah, I'm not too surprised.
Yeah,
it's not Palmer Luckey you're talking about, is it?
Yeah, it may have been. Yeah,
man, he was allowed to be there. Jesus, I'm surprised they didn't hang him before. So, have you been watching any of the Awesome Games Done Quick stuff this year? If you have any interest in that, you know, sometimes it's interesting because they have weird things. It's not just speed running sometimes, especially with the Taz bots, the tool assisted speed run bots. Sometimes they'll just do some crazy stuff where they just break the game and turn it into something else, or they do some cool stuff. I haven't really particularly seen anything this week in terms of speedrunning, but last week there was a dude that played Metal Gear Solid 2 in like, was it 56 minutes or something like that? He did pretty fast. For
fuck. It took me longer than that just to get through the snake portion. Or it takes me about that long to do the snake portion.
Not the snake's portion is way shorter than you remember it in your mind, probably.
No, I think I took my time and actually because I knew what was happening after he.
You know, I actually didn't mind Raiden too much, or Raiden, whatever his name is. And then he was very good in Revengeance. God, that game is so good. If they made a second Revengeance, I would not mind it. Because it kind of implies it at the very end of that game. He's kind of...
Well, it obviously would be possible, but...
No, it would be possible because it would.
No, that's what I'm saying. It would be possible.
It would be possible, but I don't think the storyline would be as crazy. I don't know, man. There's probably some people out there that could do some okay Metal Gear storylines. There has to
who
be.
Actually made that game?
It started with Kojima and Konami, and they were like, "We don't know what to do with this anymore because we're not actiony people." So then they went to Oh man, I had their name right on the tip of my tongue. They did Bayonetta and
Okay.
what's it? But man, what's their goddamn name? Anyways, those guys who did Bayonetta, and it feels a lot like Bayonetta, but they switch it up enough that it's not exactly like Bayonetta. And God, the story in that game is amazing, amazing.
Platinum Games.
Yes, Platinum. Damn, I knew it was a generic game. Like I had Diamond or some kind of compound in my head like that. I couldn't figure it out. So yeah, no, there's not like the video game news this week is like, hey, what's that? What's the reporting numbers? The guys that report the numbers. Anyways, those guys for video game sales, they said Super Mario Run is doing great, and you're like, it's not really doing that awesome. It's not doing bad, but you go look at it in the iOS store, and it's definitely not at the top. It's not even close to the fucking top.
Yeah, but they're charging so much per sale that it's got to be making some serious fucking money.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But it's like the way that they do sort their list though is by how much money they make. So like even even free games could be at the top of that list.
Well, yeah, it's just whatever microtransactions or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just by sheer number of sales or downloads or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it is just sales by the actual amount of dollars that they do.
Oh, okay.
They might have changed that though. It's been a long time since I've actually looked up into how they sort the iTunes store or the App Store, whatever you want to call it.
I would think it would be down by just sheer downloads, but
oh hey, there's a Fire Emblem game coming to iOS and Android apparently.
Yeah.
February 2nd. That's something. There's a new Fire Emblem game on the 3DS as well.
And it's then I think that 3DS game is going to be ported to the Switch and have some updates to it.
Oh, sure, why not?
Or
Dishonored 2 has new custom difficulties, if you're into that sort of thing.
Sure.
That's an update that came out today. Oh, no, yesterday. Damn.
Yesterday.
Close enough.
I don't...
Let's see what else. I'm just looking through the news real quick. I don't think there's anything. Somebody's saying that the toddlers in The Sims 4 is actually good. So there you go. Checking up on the news story from last week. I mean, there's not too much going on in video games. Oh hey, if you want to play NBA Jam with the new roster, there's a SNES ROM out right now with new rosters.
Wow.
Yeah. New rosters and maybe even new logos. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not. No, just new rosters. They have the representations and everything too. That's pretty cool. Hey, and the Nintendo Switch though, the good thing I like about Nintendo though is they support like the format of card that is actually out. So like I think the Wii supported SD, right? And then this one's going to support micro SD.
No, it's not. It's micro SD XC or it's something. It's still a relatively common actual.
Yes, it is common. Like you can get a 128 gigabyte for about $30 American.
Yeah.
So the 256s are expensive, but that's only because they just came out.
Yeah.
So.
They're giving capacity up to like 1 terabyte or something like that on the OS of the Switch.
Yeah. And then you can upgrade it easy.
Yeah.
And take those cards out so easy too. You don't need to do anything. You just boop. There you go.
Yeah.
There's somebody trying to sell those water bottles from the event that had like a Nintendo Switch thing on it for $100 on eBay. That's pretty cool. Oh, I heard that Gabe Newell is richer than Donald Trump.
Yeah, I'd probably see that.
Mm-hmm.
Trump's not as rich as what he claims
he
is.
I'm not entirely surprised.
Is like, fair enough, he owns a lot of property, but a lot of those properties would have massive mortgages on them. Gabe Newell, he's just fucking raking in money on Steam alone. Like he does not have to publish another game, and he will die a multi-billionaire.
And he has no kids. Not that I know of, and not that he
Yeah.
knows of. Hey, when you have that much money, man, there's gotta be some girls that are just wanting that. It's gotta.
But you assume he's ever been with a girl.
I mean, when you have that much money, it's gotta. Come on.
I don't know. It might be guys.
Hey, maybe he's asexual and doesn't care about it. So who knows? Who knows? But when you have that kind of money, some whatever his thing is,
I'm
shit
not
goes
saying,
down.
yeah, I'm not saying that he ain't doing something. I'm just saying it might not be with a girl.
Yes. Talk about Gabe Newell though. Valve, they took out a game called Art of Stealth because the developer was posting fake reviews.
Well, there was two of them. I guess
Okay.
Art of Stealth was doing fake reviews. They were getting friends to put in reviews.
Okay.
Or family members or something. They're getting them to create a account, and then they gave them a key, and then they had them write in a review of some sort. And then there was someone else that was then threatening people to give them a good review, or they would never give them another key to do a review or something like that. Which then they threw down. Like, I don't think they banned them, but they like gave them a stern talking to, saying if you want to be on Steam, you shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm just looking at a mod for GTA 5, and they put Super Mario in it. So it just looks like it's kind of like Super Mario Odyssey. He gets run over by a car. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, if you could do that in a Mario game, then I would play a Mario game.
Well, so they asked what happens when Mario jumps on the human-looking things, and they said, "What do you think happens?" That's it. Like that could imply so many things. Like you could maybe jump on them, and then you kind of just like bounce off of them, and they go like bow, bow, bow. Like you could literally kill them.
Jump on the people, you're saying?
Yeah,
I
yes.
highly doubt they would allow you to kill a person.
Well, maybe they just disappear like Goombas. Because you don't technically kill the Goombas; they just go poof, and they're gone.
Okay. I
You
don't.
used to kill them; they used to fly off the screen and stuff, but they don't do that anymore. I guess you never saw them kill. They don't die; they just go off the screen. It's like when Super Mario dies; he just goes boop, off the screen. It's all theater. It's all an act. Haha! Look, he died, and then he's starting over again. Woo! Anyways. And if you look at Super Mario 3, dude, like the curtains come out. Like that's straight up how Mario 3 starts. It's just whoop, curtains. Here you go. It's a theater.
Yeah.
All right. That's about
I
it for
played
video
Mario
games.
when I was like 12, and I haven't played it since, really.
I still, if there's 2D Mario to be played, I will play it. And some of the 3D Mario games are all right. I liked the land games. Super Mario Land. 3D Land, I should say. That was the 3DS game and the Wii U game. Yes. Land is the Game Boy games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The Land games are pretty good. The first one was kind of meh, but, the second and third one... Well, the third one's technically almost a Wario... Oh, no. Wario was the bad guy. That's right. It's Super Mario Land 4 that is the Wario game. And then it just becomes Wario Land. Those games are pretty good, too. The Wario Land games are really good. Anyways,
Never played them, never gonna play them, don't give a shit.
It's cool. There's a lot of theories about Wario that he's actually Mario. He's just Mario after he's gone crazy. But you see them at the same time, so. He's just fighting himself. We should go get the princess. No, it's cool, Mario. Lay back. Okay, so we're going to end the show, and then we're going to go into MMA mode. Talk about some MMA. So stay tuned for that if you're watching live. And if not, hey, we'll be here next week on Fresh Air is Overrated. every Thursday on youtube.com/megascorcher.tv. You can go on megascorcher.com for all our VODs and MP3s. It's a little thing called podcasts, available as an audio and a video format as well. So, just want to download them automatically to your phone every week? You can do that, or your PC, whatever you have your podcasts downloading to. All right, so that does it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the poorly planned show. I swear next week I'll actually have some stuff. But until then, see ya.
See ya.